Hello, everyone. Jeremy Katz here, founder of Dockside Pros. We are here in Fort Lauderdale today with Jeff Graham, co-founder of Wave WiFi. Jeff, it's a pleasure to be here with you today. Tell us a little bit of overview on Wave WiFi. So how did you get in this industry?
Came across Wave WiFi, found an opportunity to kind of mix business and pleasure. I've always been a boater all my life, and I was intrigued with the opportunity with Wave and the innovation opportunities with the industry and with Wave and what I could do for it.
So what differentiates Wave WiFi compared to other network connectivity solutions?
We work hard being agnostic as technology evolves. Any number of internet sources can plug into us, if you will, any particular connected devices. We're very transparent. Most importantly, probably we're very simple to use, yet very robust.
So what does it look like? Okay, so if you have your yacht in the marina, you are connecting to the marina Wi-Fi, but once you leave the marina, what does that look like?
Yeah, exactly. We can help people. First of all, we host more than one internet source at a time for those that would like that, and we always recommend that. Some of the calls that we get is when people are really limited and only have one internet option, and we never want anyone to be subjected to that. We recognize that our core market is the boating industry, and boaters are out to enjoy the boat and not to be victim to changing technology every time they, resetting every particular destination that they go to.
So that makes sense. So if you're away from your yacht, let's say you're on vacation and you want to check on it and make sure your systems are in check, do you have that capability?
Yeah, okay. We have clients that need to stay connected 24/7, 365. Some of which are onboard or liveaboards, and some that are seldom on their boat. But there's a lot to be said with peace of mind, if you will, where
security cameras as well too.
Yeah,
able to access those and your bilge and systems.
So just giving you an example, if you had 3 different internet sources as an example, which could well be a Starlink or any satellite system, you have a lot of different internet options. So whatever the variabilities are with the internet, we're helping that vessel to stay connected, to stay lit up. Their core interests are to give them peace of mind and control when they're off the vessel, to maintain that internet for them on board.
So what are some of the limitations for someone who may just have, let's say, Starlink compared to Wave WiFi, or is this an alternative to Starlink?
We actually complement Starlink and any of those other internet options. I mean, it's funny. I get people, wow, what do you think about Starlink? Are you concerned with that? And the answer is no. If it's great for the boating community, it's great for us. So it's just another internet option. The good news, I guess, with Starlink is, folks pretty recently have never experienced, the level of speed at a pretty affordable cost that Starlink has provided, versus in the past it was very costly for a satellite connection, and very limited in terms of speed and stuff. So that certainly helped. But there's also still limitations there. We hear of outages sometimes being a few hours at a time. There's a limitation just on the liability relative to that single piece of hardware, variability in terms of speed. But, when folks only have one source option, it's unfortunate. And we find that, some may be using a particular source and they don't need to when there are other available options that might be just as quick and so on.
Okay. So, can you go into a little bit more detail on the different hardware products that you have available and services?
Sure. So we have, a wide array of wireless routers that, which is helping you build a strong boat network that do a lot of neat stuff. Our MBR series, that's been around forever. That's a staple in the industry. Our MNC series, which is advanced to 1 gig ports. We have an MNC 1850 series, which is the 5G side and AX speed. This 1250 is AC and 4G LTE today.
Okay.
So those are our routers, and then we have again a wide array of wireless receivers from our Rogue product, which comes in 2.4 gigahertz as well as dual band. That's been a staple out there forever. That's a stainless steel unit that goes topside. We have our professional series like our Tidal Wave, which has been NMEA award winning for years and does a bang. We're giving you a lot of different connection options for the vessel.
So Jeff, tell us a little bit what you got going on right here.
We are we're also integrating with some MFDs over time. So here we have a Fruno integration to our MNC 1850, and then our Wi-Fi receiver is our Freedom dual band 5G. So this also has our global SIM card in it. So these are some of our latest products. And again, this is connected. We're helping Fruno gain internet connectivity through the MFD, and in turn, the captain on the helm can go ahead and gain access to our UI right there at the helm.
So what type of vessels actually are you putting this on, and what's your territory in terms of, is it just South Florida? We're here in Fort Lauderdale.
No, it's really not a territory. I mean, we're pretty, our vessels are transient, right?
Yeah.
And we work hard at providing solutions for transient. They travel globally, so it's really important for us. So, it's not just domestic U.S. It's important for us to help allow the vessel to stay connected wherever it might be.
So what are some of the different problems compared of just having, let's say, Starlink, where you might have some overages and connection?
Yeah, so we just find when folks are limited, with just, a given source option, like let's just say they could be at a location that they're very remote and their connection option is limited, whether it be a marina or a hotel or whatever, and they don't have a cell source or anything.
Sure.
Our systems allow for redundancy if you want to put sources together and stuff to help maintain those connections. And you may end up buffering a little bit depending on the emphasis that you're putting as far as bandwidth on any given source. We work hard trying to avoid loss of internet connection, and we also try to avoid killing a given connection unnecessarily because you'd be doing something really important.
Yeah, internet nowadays, it's not an option, it's a necessity.
Again, a lot of these devices to stay connected, and then from a remote standpoint, be able to see these things and monitor and give you that peace of mind. So the importance of internet has gotten pretty great in short order, and the ability to keep people connected has in turn.
So what are some of the the costs of the hardware and and the monthly cost for this service typically?
Yeah, thank you. So we don't charge a monthly care program, if you will, for our system. It's a one-time hardware purchase, which can vary based on vessel size because it helps us kind of identify what our recommended solutions are. The good news is we're a one-time hardware purchase. We're helping.
Which is nice.
Yeah, the return is helping folks stay connected as affordably as possible, and in a lot of cases for free. We do offer SIM plans. We got into that because our installers and our clients have asked us to be in that space, and we quickly found that they can benefit by utilizing some of our SIM plans. We can see that, we can control that. We work hard at providing free connections when they can, and we help folks connect from great distances further than they otherwise could.
You have control over connecting through certain devices and limiting data to be able to move different and balance out your data. Can you elaborate on that?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
You can also pair certain connected devices to certain sources, depending on what you want to do. If it's a critical source, we are very visual. We are very transparent. What you're doing and why and what is paired together. Here, there is one device paired with that source, even though it's not following the rest of the boat network. And you can see the data consumption up and down by source. And you can also see that at a connected device level.
And you can remotely access this from pretty much anywhere with internet
that you have. First of all, we can certainly support remote access and or fleet support should one need our help and things like that.
Yeah.
It's all good.
Is so important, And how has the industry changed, or anything new features or technology that's
I mean, in general, again, boater is on board to enjoy the boat, not fall victim to, changes in location and the technology as a result of that. So being boaters ourselves, we've worked hard behind the scenes. I mean, our success in anything that I've done has come from listening to the marketplace.
What are some of the other common questions that people, ask you when they're interested in network connectivity and Wi-Fi on their vessel?
It's not so much questions. It's more, there's pain points out there, which, our message is always you need more than one internet connection.
Yes.
Always.
Yeah.
And folks don't necessarily hear that or get that until there is that pain point. And that pain point would come from an experience standpoint, in that you're losing internet connection sporadically or whatever, and it's creating havoc, and you don't have any other options, and you may be very remote and therefore very challenged to be able to get back up.
Well, if you're interested in a free quote for vessel Wi-Fi or connectivity, contact us at 561-556-1844. We'll be happy to connect you with Jeff and Wave Wi-Fi, get you a free quote. We can service any Wi-Fi anywhere in the world.